we will learn how to use count formula, count if formula, and count if formula. When you do not have any specific condition, you will use count formula. When you have one condition, you will use count if formula. And when you have more than one condition, then you will use count if with s formula. Before we use the count formula, we are going to do some homework, like some work to prepare the data. I am going to click here, and most of the thing that we are going to do in this video will be using our keyboard instead of mouse. As you can see, I have selected cell A3 and I want to freeze the rows above 4, which is row 1 and 2. In order to do that, you can see that in order to freeze pane, I will click L key, then W and F and F. So I am going to click L key. It will then, in order to go to the view pane, you can see I have to click W. I click W, and in order to freeze the to access freeze pane, I have to click F. I will click F, and once I do that one, and again, if I want to freeze pane, then I will click F. If you are going to freeze top row, then you will click R, and if you want to freeze first column, then you will click C. I want to freeze pane, therefore I am going to click F key on my keyboard. Now you can see my row 1 and 2 are frozen. Once I do that one, now in order, before we start using the count if formula, we are going to sort the data. As you can see, I have selected A3 at the moment. In order to select the data range, I am going to click shift and control together on my keyboard, and I will click down arrow key. As you can see that I have now selected my data. I am going to click control C to copy the data on my keyboard instead of using mouse, and I am going to control V to paste it here. As you can see, my data is now pasted here. I want to remove, you can see that 4 5 3 1 3, these all number are repeating again and again, and I want to remove the duplicates. I want to find the unique value only. Therefore again I am going to use my keyboard instead of my mouse, and in order to remove the duplicates, I will click Alt on my keyboard, then I will click A, and then I will click M to go ahead to the remove duplicate box. Now you can see I am here. You can just click OK with your mouse, but I am going to show you how we are going to use our keyboard. Therefore I am going to use tab until I get to OK. Now you can see I am on OK. If I click enter now, then it will remove the duplicates. I now get the message that 736 duplicates values found and removed. I say OK. I will click, instead of clicking with my mouse, I am going to click enter. Now you can see that my data is, I only got the unique value, all the duplicates are removed. I want to sort this data, therefore I am first going to make the selection. I am going to click, hold down control and shift key together, and then I will press down arrow key. You can see that I have selected data, and in order to sort the data, I will click L key, then D key to go to the data tab, and S to go to the sort box. Again I'm going to click L key, and then I'm going to click D key, and then I'm going to click S on my keyboard. As you can see, now I have got this box, a sort box, and I want to sort it using from smallest to largest, and I will say I will enter OK. I enter the key, and then now you can see that my data is sorted out in ascending order. Now I am start going to use the count and count if formulas. Here in this box, as you can see, I have got total here. Click here, and I am going to write is equal to on my keyboard, and then I will write count, and you can see that I got the count here, so I'm going to use count here. I will just click tab on my keyboard, and then it is asking me where the value is. So what I'm going to do, you can see we have 4. The first value in our data is 4, and I am going to again click Control and Shift together and down key to select my range, and then I will close the bracket by clicking Shift and 0 to close the bracket. And now you can see that I have got total value in my data 741. This is how you use count formula. Now I am going to, because here we did not express any condition, we just wanted to total the data, how many like rows or how many numbers rows we have got. So we use count formula without any condition. Now we are going to use conditions. First, only with one condition, I am going to go here, and I am now going to use count if formula. In order to do that one, you can do like this, count if, and it will go to count if, but I'm going to show you another way of doing it. So we are going to click here, and you can go here, for example, if you have not used it before, and you will click count, see here, and then you will scroll down to where you find count. For example, let's say if you see here, now I can see count if here. I click OK. Now it is asking me for the range. My range is here. As you can see, this is my data. So I have selected all my data by clicking Control and Shift together and down arrow. And I want to fix the range. If you do not fix the range when you copy the formula, then it will change the data. Therefore, I want to fix it, and I am going to press F4 key on my keyboard. Now you can see dollar signs mean that your range is now fixed, and it is asking me for the criteria. My criteria, to go to the cell where I have the condition that I'm going to use the criteria. You can see that I want to count how many times once is repeated. Therefore, my criteria is 1. I click 1 and I click OK. Now you can see it is telling me that in my data 1 is repeated 115 times. If you like thin plus sign, you will just double click here, and the formula is copied here, as you can see. So we have now used the count if formula with one condition, and we then copied the formula. So it has told me that 1 is repeated 111 and 115 times, 2 is repeated 140 times, and I want to total them up. So for example, if I go here and I am going to sum without using the mouse, using my keyboard. So what I am going to do, I am going to click Alt key on my keyboard. Then I will do key H to go to the home tab, and in order to do the sum, it is telling me that if I use click U, then I will go to auto sum. I click U, and now it has taken me to another option, that for example, if you want to sum, average, or count. I want to sum. Therefore what I am going to do, I am going to click S. I click S and click enter. Now you can see it has total it up, and this total is matching with this one. So it's mean that our formula has worked correctly. And now what I am going to do, I am going to use count if with S when we have more than one condition. What I am going to do, again I am going to go here, for example, and I click, and I then go and click C, and then you will go to count if. As you can see, I have count ifs here. I will click this one, and it is asking me for the criteria range 1, and again my range is the same data from starting from A3 till A743, and I am now going to fix this range. I will click F4 on my keyboard, and it is asking me what is my criteria. So I am going to sum to count like those numbers which are equal to or greater than 2. So I am going to, for the greater sign, you will write this, and is equal to is equal to, and then I am going to write 2, because I want to find all those values which are greater than and equal to 2. I write this one, and then it is asking me for my criteria range 2, and again my criteria range is the same range. So I will select this range again, and I am going to click F4 to fix my range. Now it is asking me what is my second criteria, and I want to sum everything up to like equal to or less than 4. Therefore, what I am going to do, I am going to use is less than, and then I will click is equal to, and I will click 4. Then if you click OK, now it will tell you that all those numbers that are equal to and greater than 2 and less than and equal to 4 are total, they are repeated 448 times. This is my how I have used count if formula with more than one condition. And for example, let's say when I say equal to 1, greater than 2, to less than and equal to 4. So if you count all them together, you will see that these are all 404. You can see here it is 448, and you can see this is 448. Therefore, as you can see in this video, we have learned different things. First, we learned how to freeze the pane. Then we have learned how to make the selection and how to remove the duplicates and sort the data in ascending order. Then we have used three different formula: count when we have no condition and we want to count the total data number in our data range, and then we have used count if with one condition, and then we have used count if with s when we have more than one condition. I hope this video will help you to how to use count if and count if formula, and also some technique how you can use your keyboard to make your work faster than instead of using the mouse key.